Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Into it and take their time to deliver on the mandate, because it's going to get to a stage public institution will only deal with NGOs. They will deal with collective body and not individuals. And that is where we should appreciate the fact that we as people were able to come together and trust in an NGO to lead the pack. And that way, every support the NGO or those on the front line are needed should be given, not to be backstabbing the NGO or be backstabbing the leader of the NGO because of want of information or rivalry or for fame of notoriety. This is not activism is not a social media quest. It's not a social media cruise. It's a serious matter that has to do with the soul of the country. Social media is just a minute aspect of a society, but of course, it's a very wonderful tool that captivates the heart of the young people, but it must be used properly, and that is why we need to understand. So, while I'm going to be appealing to all of us to understand that we are on top of the game, if we notice anything wrong, then we will come out and express ourselves and let everybody know that this is what is going on, this is what is going on. But doing all these things, majority of the attack of the stuff will always be coming to us, and that's why I'm going to be appealing to anybody that is genuinely seeking justice for Mohbad. Your conscience should tell you you should limit how you attack or bring down the people in the front line that are risking their lives, risking their expertise, their life, their everything to represent the public. It's going to be cause and consequential to deliberately want to tear down those people are doing the right thing and leading to the upfront. It doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, it will never be counted for you for good if you're doing that deliberately for your own personal and selfish aggrandizement. So justice for Mohbad is coming, and trust me, it will come, and it will come the right way, because we have a government that really cares.
Be this one like this. Been through many things, many gists. I still find my peace. Oh, do like say me I know they see, like say I know the year. Which kind person be this? Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, like now a Genesis. I became with frenemies. Survivor.
Yes, so once again, I will continue to repeat and speak out vehemently. Mohbad's mother, Zomo, you need to show up. Umi, what do you know about the demise of Mohbad? Adura, what do you know? It's quite unfortunate that we live in a terrible society. But you all would have to speak up. You have to speak up, because a fair call, whether you all like it or not. We are Mohbad's family. Mohbad is my colleague. And the moment that you, the family members that have evidence of what actually took Mohbad's life, or knew what happened, saw what happened, partake in what happened, the moment you all have an affiliated person within Mohbad's family, you are no longer his family member. And the moment and the day you choose to want to, defraud me with that stuff, means that the evidence now is my property, and I am going to be pursuing it with all sincerity until justice is served. That's what you, the family members, are meant to be doing. Because normally, if you, the family members, have a direct link or accusation against whoever took the life of your son or Mohbad, the government will listen. But the moment that you people are the ones that know what happened, knew where you hid it, and even partook in what happened, and then you deceive the public to face somewhere else, it's going to be very difficult at that time. That's why a lot of terrible people are saying Mohbad will not get justice. But hey, you all are not as intelligent as God. any reasonable government will know that for anybody to come and approach an NGO, that we have a particular new lead without being forced. Any police officer will know that this is the hand of God. It is not normal. And they are not stupid. God and the spirit of Bobad is not stupid to have made sure that that came to somebody like us. Because our young would you alone walk on. If the evidence was to go to somebody who is a weakling, who will sell out, or who has been deceiving the public, the evidence will come to somebody like me. So for anybody who is spiritual enough and intelligent enough will know that they know why. So when people see that I take my time to move out, I can say, I move out, you know, light of the world. Light of the world, welcome. So for God to have pushed that to come to us is because, you know, the universe, the spiritual being, they can understand the genuineness. And, you know, Allah rock on me. What to rock on me, I'll play my artist to the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Allah rock on me, when they say pure love, pure, unflinched, undiluted. You know, and forget about it. It's 101% admiration and pure love. And in spite of everything, even there are so many instances that they will call me for some things. Just let me know you are close to him or you are good to him and you need, I'll come through. You understand? The only thing you will never see me support is past military head of state. I don't want them come back as, you know, civilian president, because I will tell you they ruin this country beyond repair. President Tinubu and Tushe. It's because they have, look at that, say these people have stayed too long and they have to start repairing. When they were very young, they faced these people and let them know that you don't have a place in the administration of this country. So, in spite of that, look at how long it took. They have been saying, just take your hands off this government, off this country's administration. You people are not trained to fix this country. With impunity, and they were sending fear, abusing fundamental human rights steadily every day for close to 40 years. You know what that means to a society? If the military have been there, Babangida lost 16 years, Babasha almost 6 or 7, 5 years, etc. Absalam lost 3 years. And they steadily sell fear every day. They might look like they are okay. So look at the effort of somebody like Asiwaju since the time I said, leave this thing for people, power of the people for the people. So about your work, anybody coming in as a military head, I would never. And I'm a confirmed Democrat, a human rights activist to the core. I have no business with any past military, leaving military and coming to work. No. I have no business with them. If they find their way into power, anybody supporting them, me, I can't. But any other thing, anybody that gets into that position is a Nigerian, and they will want to fix this country if we cooperate with them. So the only thing I can repeat on my honor, because there is no way, if the president never responded, if I never knew the president responded, if I never got to the FCID and I saw everything myself, there is no way anybody, you cannot assemble the student union in the FCT, including the president of the student union, in a day where Mohbad is having second anniversary, and be telling them this is the position and the thing of the president when it is not true. Nobody dares to try that. You're already going to be a threat to national security. Because if it turns out to be wrong, or maybe another thing happens and it triggers the society. But as it is now, if eventually, after the president has given the order, and maybe in the next 2 months or 1 month, these people choose to like throw the video out and package it to rubbish the reputation of the president. Then the whole country will boil, because the question will be, how can the president be genuinely ask that the case should be investigated? And who is that person that is disloyal to the president? Who is the person that thinks that that is not a serious concern? Because how would anybody think at this stage? Anyway, there's no way to make a mess around it, because people that really matters in the country, they listen to me, they understand I don't lie, and they know that that concern that I brought up, they believe it and they acted on it. It's only on TikTok you see the nonsense that any non-entity will say, Yomi is lying, you know, doing this, when they have no pedigree, not even up to my PA, not even up to my finger. But because of a series of insults that you won't have been able to go through, it's quite nauseating. Nígbà tí èèyàn bá fi ilé àtọ̀nà ìsílẹ̀ mo rọ́ wọn kiri, mo wà lóyìnbó, mo kọ́kọ́ wà Kútọ́nù, mo lọ London, mo tún wò pé mo tún àṣírí àwọn kan tún wẹ̀ ṣe mo tún padà sí Nigeria when I got clearance that the president has listened. So somebody expect me to leave my son in Nigeria when I already wrote to that level that I know something is going to happen. So that can't leave here, hold me to ransom. And they know that my coming to Nigeria will activate the case. They were threatening, doing everything. You shouldn't come back to Nigeria. We were on there. And but I couldn't even leave the boy there, because they would have used the mother of a child to destroy my life again. And I still went down, continued with the struggle. So sometimes you look at how horrible things are. Social media is good, but this social media with fighting for justice sometimes can place you, at the feet of, some terrible, disgusting personality that want to rubbish your personality, and it's getting out of hand. From day one, I've been speaking the truth. I've been doing my best. Something that you would hardly see with any celebrity or any actor. A normal Nigerian would hardly want to risk his or her life the way I've been risking my life. But some people will still be trivializing it and thinking it's about money. Study law because we're dealing with people that have taken somebody's life, and they are well connected and they are ready to do what and do. But when at the end of the day they will still sit some people down, people that doesn't speak the truth. There are people that are hypocrites themselves. They don't mean well for themselves or the country. They come up and then encourage some certain disgusting behavior at a very crucial stage. It's not going to work well. Somebody like me will not allow you to fly, because speaking truth to authority, challenging governors, presidents, commissioners, powerful people, royalty. The only reason anybody will make sense to me is if you respect yourself and you give me my full respect. I don't worship money. I don't worship humankind. The only reason why I would appreciate anybody is if you are loyal, if you respect me. I don't care what you have. When you go to Wizard, they worship me on the lifestyle, even furnish me in the fake life. See, Baro again, I go my friend Millie. Bamato wish lati get Baro again. Because if I am in a particular course, I stay on it full. Me or Moropa, me them when you deceive. I don't do things because I want to. I have enough talent to feed. Enough talent. Think of what it is. Ti ma da film mo ti mo fẹ́ yà tí mo ya film sí cinema tí mo da just about to be show. Le ma pé Àgbàlá bí ó dé, because mi ò ṣiṣẹ́ oníṣẹ́. If human rights is not my way, because I'm spiritual myself. So if I don't mean well, if I'm not loyal to the government, to this country, I won't come out and be saying I want to be fighting for the country. If I know my loyalty to my country is in doubt, I love my country and I want my country to do well. And I will never work against any government so that the country can destroy, so that I can satisfy my own political stuff. I don't do it. I will never do that. I've gone so far enough that I can't turn back against my country. But it's because people will always hold the leaders accountable. Ṣé àwọn leader yẹn ṣé wọ́n lọ lóyìnbó ni? Ṣé wọ́n rí báwọn lórí wọn ṣe ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ ni? Ṣẹ́yìn aráàlú náà kì í lọ lóyìnbó? Ṣé ẹ rí báwọn aráàlú wọn ṣe bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe àbòsí? Wọ́n ṣe káàkiri lórí social media làwọn ṣe. Some people that have no pedigree will be the one determining what people, and they will be, castigating, making a mess of people that have built reputations for themselves. Money doesn't push me, money doesn't control me. No, I'm not in that league. And that's why most times when they are making a whole mess of this thing about money, I said bullshit. I want a sheep story, Lawa. Because when they think that how can we use to destroy anybody's name, they'll be mentioning money. To buy your life reflects in women. It means we should call it to. And the way call it to, we should Ramoto Motu Tani. Oh, if Badu, location double, Johnson, location double, life to an impact. What can you do extra to give back to your society? One way or the other, people would learn from me more, from my selfless sacrifice. That if Yomi Fabiyi can do it, what have I been doing? And that is what we are living for. And there is no sane society and sane people. But and you will see them, they want to bring the person down, and they will still allow it. It's because we are dealing with many terrible people. They don't really understand what it means to stand by what is right. They believe social media is a leveler, say whatever nonsense you want to say, and there is no consequence. There are consequences. Serious consequences. So, yeah, and I have no business as a human rights organization to be calling the name of a president when I know I have no full proof that the president have listened to my NGO. I'm not wrong. Apart from the fact that my NGO is functional and good, I, as a leader of the NGO, I have a reputation that I've built in this country, not the old nonsense reputation that people, and it's my rubbish on social media, on TikTok. Saying, you just have to be humble, mix up with everybody. So, and I've said it over and over, nobody should, you can't measure my popularity. Don't test my popularity with social media stuff. Don't test my popularity with all this TikTok, whatever it is. No. I've been into in Nigeria, but don't Nigeria lady. Ewaria òṣèré kan tó ń fi ẹ̀mí ẹlẹ́ fún kan báyìí. Ẹ máa rò pé tí ó bá sí passion, tí ó ṣe pé kan tó ń wẹ̀. A máa fò lọ́mọ lọ London. Okay, ó jẹ́ pé mo fẹ́ sá lọ London lára kan, mo ti sá lọ ńgbà yẹn. Mo padà, mo tún lọ, mo padà. Èèyàn kan rò bóyá torí àwọn ní London jọ lójú. So they thought going to London is for something. London is waiting long 20 something years now. Timba mu pali mi jáde. Kí n show stamp, tí ló bá mo lè lọ mu jáde. Kí n wo stamp wọlé jáde. So ó máa jẹ́ lómi lójú pé why you are fighting for justice. Ó ti lọ ti padà, and they will capitalize on it, and it will make sense to some certain people. Àdúrà wa ní kí Olúwa náà wà òkè bí irú London yẹn. So even when we are fighting for justice, it's ní kí ẹ má commit a crime. What we want is a society whereby when you commit the crime, the system and everybody in society will know that the law will catch up with you. And then that's the kind of society we are praying and craving for. So tell him back to I won't see any government, I won't see any police to hate and abet me. So let me maintain my anger. Then crime will reduce. Then your son, your daughter can live in peace. They can be able to achieve their dreams. That is what we should be thinking of giving to the next generation. And that is my dream, because if I get president, if I get governor, she may need to kill with better. She may get killed or come back again. Ọba tó jẹ́ tí lu fi tòrò, tí lu fi rojú, ayé ò ní gbàgbé. Forget about that. We have too many corruption in this country. You think Nigerians will forget? If any leadership comes in and turn around the fortune of this country for good, àwọn èèyàn ò ní gbàgbé. Ó lè jẹun tí ìran dírun ẹ̀ táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó máa padà wá jẹ ẹlòmíì. Nǹkan kan ṣì máa dé tó yẹ pé yàtọ̀ sí ó lè jẹ ojú olórí gbogbo àwọn olórí yẹn tó ti bàálù jẹ Only ju àwọn ọmọ wọn báyìí. Nǹkan yẹn máa dé, that situation will come, all their grief will go there and will desecrate it. The pain will come in at a point. So anybody, I call it, níbi tó ti ń ṣe wòlé yẹn, wọ́n máa fi ojú orí ẹlòmí sílẹ̀. Ẹlòmí gbogbo nǹkan tó ti tìrọ̀ wọn, family wọn tó ti rò pé àwọn ti gbàgbé ọ̀tún, ó lè jẹ́ yìí máa padà come to fall. So we have to understand that leadership comes with a lot of responsibility. It may expect by now, at this stage, that anybody who is thinking right will think or will believe or distrust me. Me, any told wow, honest. My about as of any more power. Can you powerful? Saying to keep up bad, like him, I be killing a lot to say about bad. I be killing me, my kid, me, call him back with me. I be killing. He'll join our killing contain. Killing fair power. Today, would like to sort of with the road para turn up with. They are the ones trying messing up with it. I choose to forgive when few people were distrusting me because got on tough money. I got in a platform. One authority was all online. Authority come about so WhatsApp group. Authority work per online. So okay, if you don't believe me, I mean to talk from beginning. CCTV neighbor wa me. Me mobile and say ronu. Me sọ̀rọ̀ pa evidence CCTV neighbor. Go there, get it. Once of the until they went to destroy it. That's a neighbor. So CCTV no label bad. They didn't allow it to come to fall. They threatened the lady. Same Baba Saku Baba Mbad no loji. Baba Mbad no lumba ugweje. Tomba mi yapo. Is that Jawole fun kan to je temi. The rest of the story, they know what they did together when it comes to the demise of Mohbad, the final conclusion meeting, and the burial. They know what they did together. The whole story they told all of you, you all choose to believe it. Until the mountains of me only change your room. Because we were on ground and I've investigated. The only difference is that some of it I might not have the direct evidence to me, but I know what I've seen, I know what I've had. And the internal level, am I wọ excuse fún wa tí anybody bá kọ́kọ́ wù náà? Ẹ jẹ́ ká tó sílẹ̀, ìwà báyìí lẹ́wù, dájúdájú ẹ mọ̀ pa tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìyẹn ló fẹ́ ká sọ láti lẹ̀. They want people to continually and perpetually exploited. Lára àwọn tó láwọn believe wà lẹ́ni wọ́n ti